In the year of 2000, my cousin went to prison for attempted murder, something he didn't even do. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And one reason for this was because of lack of help from the government programs that were put in place that were supposedly there to help children. Now, if we had more programs and we took more time and attention and had more money, it'd be a greater chance of us having more productive citizens. Now, have you ever seen a child who was in a struggle, looking for a way out, looking for help, just hoping that someone would help them get out of whatever problem they're in, wherever they come from, or their background? Or seen that young lady who you can't tell if they're an adult or a child. You mean to tell me that in today's society there's no one to help? There's no programs that can really help us with this? I say to you, if we had more adult and volunteer and parents to help along with government funding, we have a greater chance of having productive citizens. See, I come from a single parent home, just me and my mom. But she kept me around a lot of positive people, so I was fortunate to come out pretty good at the end. My mom was a daycare worker for 17 years, and she had me to do after-school programs with the children. Also, I worked at a high school I graduated from for 2 years, and the college I went to for barbering for another 2 years. So I have a pretty good background with people, not just children, with people. In today's society, we see that crime rates are very high. But what's more devastating is that the youth rates are higher than the adult rates. And that's a problem. You see, more money from the government, if distributed correctly, would mean less crime and a brighter future for our children and less stress on the parents. In 2005, there were 1 out of every 10 youth was in jail for murder. 1 out of every 4 was arrested for weapons and battery, and 1 out of every 11 for drugs. High rates for children. I met a young lady with a son, and she had some behavior problems with him, and mainly because there were lack of outlets, lack of programs for underprivileged kids and single mothers who really couldn't afford to pay for extracurricular activities. Money basically just for bills. He loved sports. He loved to play football and things of that nature, but because of lack of money, he couldn't do these things because they were too expensive. Another thing that we would be able to do with this money, with these programs, would be to help teach the children how to become successful businessmen and women, productive citizens in today's society. Now, it's hard to find help because most people are selfish with their time. They have more important things to do. Yeah. But if given an opportunity, how many of you would actually help? How many of you would actually stand up and stand in the gap for a child? Come to the plate for them, come to bat for them to make sure that they were successful, make sure that they had a chance. Even if the child wasn't your child, wasn't a family member, but somebody from a different background, or if they have a mental problem or behavioral problem, different demographics, how many of you would actually take that chance to help? Why wouldn't you? Because if it's not you, then who? Who do we have to turn to if not ourselves? Again, more money would equal out to be less crime, less stress on parents, and a brighter future for our children. More money from the government, if it was really put towards our youth, would mean more productive citizens and less crime. That's the whole point of all of this. You see, you and I, we have the ability to make a difference. So I say to you now, regardless if the government is here to help us or they choose not to, it's time for us to stand together to make America a better place for me, for you, and for our children.